Hello guys, and welcome to today's practice. So for today, I'm going to go in detail into upward dog and a little bit Urdhva so that we can really get the sun salutations, A and B, and the basics of Ashtanga covered. So starting as always, first of all, with your Samastiti standing position for the opening prayers. So toes together, thighs engaged, glutes, hips, abdomen, sternum, up and back with the shoulders. If you haven't already watched my video on detail on Samastiti, please do so. It'll give you a lot of information about the arch lifting of your foot, Padabandha, and of the whole engagement of the body. But for right now, bringing your hands to your heart center, ignoring this AC that seems to be making some weird noise, closing your eyes and taking a deep inhale for the 3 Oms. Deeply inhaling and exhaling as you bring your arms to the side of your body, completely engaged, opening up your eyes. If you weren't already at the top of your mats, please meet yourself there as we start in Samastiti. Inhaling the arms up directly. As you inhale your arms up, the movement is synchronized with your neck going back, so the spine is actually leading the movement as you stay engaged in Samastiti, looking at your thumbs. And the importance here is to not to try to open up. This is not a backward bend. Urdhva is very different. So you are keeping your body completely straight. Your shoulders are not up here either. You don't want to have an Urdhva like this. This is never good in any yoga pose. You always want your shoulders to be strong, squared. You've got that space in between your shoulders and your ears so that your shoulders are engaged. And they're slightly rotating inward, right? You're getting that strong, engaged shoulder so that you are kind of semi-pushing your scapulas away from each other so that you don't have an Urdhva Hastasana that looks like this. Like this is not a good one, right? So if you want, film yourself or send me the video of your shoulders engaged, strong, thumbs up, straightening the elbows here, yet keeping the shoulders down. So the Urdhva Hastasana with the inhale, and as you exhale, completely going down for forward bend. And then from here, when you've tucked in your head, then you inhale and jumping back or stepping back to Chaturanga. And here's where it gets interesting. So from Chaturanga, you want to bring your hips forward. So you're really bringing your hips as forward as you can, keeping your weight on your feet and on your arms. So you don't want your thighs to be on the ground like this. This is not an upward dog. First of all, your feet as well. You don't want to point them. You want them to be like this, like super separated toes. And then the top of your foot is really pressing on the ground with all of your toes being super separated. So if it was your hand, it would be like this, right? But it's your foot, so it's the same thing. And that's really where you're going to engage from your separated toes. Because when you're pointing them, you're not giving that surface. I used to point my toes all the time in upward dog, and many teachers told me. So I'm just pointing that out because it's a very common mistake. So making sure that your toes are fully separated and you're basically pulling your hips up as much as possible, making sure that your thighs are engaged away from the ground. Your shoulders are not drooping in either, right? We want the shoulders to be open, strong. You're lifted and then you're looking up. And your shoulders right over your wrists. So trying the upward dog, trying to keep yourself in that position, and then as you exhale, moving directly to downward dog here. Finishing off with 5 breaths. And then looking up, and you can jump or step to the front of the mat. And exhale completely down for your forward bend, tucking your head. And then inhaling, coming directly up for Urdhva Hastasana once again. Exhaling down to Samastiti. Inhale deeply and exhale as we go into the pranayama. So upward dog, very, very important pose in Ashtanga. We're doing it all the time. Remembering your feet, engaging your legs completely, bringing the hips to the front, and keeping the shoulders open as you bend back, looking back completely. If you remember those things, you should be able to have a good foundation for your upward dog, let's say. But I'm really curious for you to send me pictures and videos of you doing upward dog so I can point it out. The major things, lifting the hips to the front and keeping the shoulders open and back, and looking back as much as you can. So today's pranayama, grounding into your deep belly breathing, as this week we are doing deep belly breathing for pranayama and gratitude meditation. Last day of the week, let's give it our all. So you can place your hands directly on your abdomen, or even try today with your hands on their respective knees, whichever feels comfortable for you. And just deeply inhale into your belly. And exhale, feeling the rise and fall of your abdomen. If you really feel like you want to, you can also do this lying down. Make sure you don't fall asleep. And in these moments when we just practice something as simple as deep belly breathing, the mind may wander enormously. The chit chat, what am I doing, what am I eating, what's with work, what's with friends, what's with this, what's with that, blah, blah, blah. And it's very, you could say annoying, or it loses focus, and then you realize, oh, I'm not breathing from my belly anymore. If ever that's happening, try to synchronize your thoughts with your breath, whatever it might be. You can always go inhaling what serves me, exhaling what no longer serves me, inhaling joy, exhaling sorrow, inhaling health, exhaling disease, inhaling life, exhaling laziness, whatever it may be that resonates for you. Synchronizing the inhale of your abdomen and the exhale with your thoughts. I personally like to play with my mind a little bit as well, knowing that I'm activating the parasympathetic nervous system, and that my mind probably feels like this is a stupid thing to do, but I know that there are so many benefits just to deep belly breathing 2 minutes a day. I like to exaggerate my happiness in my mind. Inhaling, yes, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. Inhaling, all of that healing. Yeah. Exhaling, nice. That's kind of how the chit chat in my brain goes. invite you now to bring your hands to your heart center. As you bring your breathing from your lower abdomen into the chest, but keeping the breath deep, slow, and steady. As you inhale to your heart center and you exhale, feeling your heart center, bringing to your awareness a thought of gratitude. Trying to see if you can find something different than your previous days. Breathing into your heart center, expanding the heart center. Bring your hands to your heart center and preparing for the last 3 Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Deeply inhaling. Deeply inhaling as you bring your hands behind your back, opening up your chest, and exhaling as you bow down, bowing down to yourself, bowing down to today's practice, bowing down to the upward dog paradox, and bringing yourself back up with an inhale. Bringing your hands in front of your face, rubbing your palms together, creating the heat, and then placing your palms directly on your eyes with your fingers on your forehead, deeply inhaling. As you exhale, gently and slowly, letting the light come back into your eyes, very slowly bringing your palms away from your face, looking directly at your palms as you re-enter the room where you are right now. Thank you so much for today's practice. It was really, really, really fun for me right now. I'm super excited to know what you guys think about Upward Dog, all of your questions. Let me know in the group chat if you are there. If you're on YouTube, then just leave a comment in the comments. Leave something in the comments for me, please. See you soon.